G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. Hope you guys are doing well. We are back again on the ECS Constance, and in the previous episode we managed to secure I guess a compromise for the colonists of this ship, and instead of, you know, letting them completely populate the planet Porima 2, where we've got the Paradiso group already set up, our compromise is to supply these guys with a grav drive, which I have paid for, but then the Paradiso group have supplied engineers to help install a grav drive onto their ship. Along with that, we assume that these guys are also going to be given an updated star map so they can then explore the, I guess, the space that has already been explored by humanity and decide on a new home, a new planet to settle on. So hopefully these guys will actually find a decent place. But before that, we have to actually assist them with preparing the ship for the installation of the grav drive. Now, it was actually quite difficult to follow the chief engineer and all of his instructions to prepare the ship. So I had to re-watch the entire, well, not the entire episode, but the end of the previous episode, and to actually sort of write down all of those instructions. So I've got 3 things that we need to do here, and 3 computers. Let's just have a read of the first one. I've got some notes here. So the first one is to reroute power from the port turbo pump to auxiliary cryogenic radiator. So, and I'm not entirely sure if we need to do all of these steps in order. So, because I don't want to accidentally do something and, you know, obviously have the ship blow up as a result. So let's just make sure that we follow things exactly in the order that he mentioned. I'm not sure if we start with this computer or another one. Let's have a read. Yeah, this looks familiar. This looks like it's probably the first step. So let's take a look. Which system would you like to divert power from? Okay. And it needs to be the port turbo pump. So I don't see that here. Cryo pump port? Oh, sorry, we can actually scroll. My bad. Yeah. So, yeah, turbo pump port, that's the one. And we need to reroute the power to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. So that's the one. Cool. So let's back out.
A life in the constant.
Nice, that's completed one of our actions here. Let's go to the next computer. So let me just have a read of the second one here that we need to get done. So plasma runoff inhibitor to 5%. Okay, so we need to set the plasma runoff inhibitor to 5%. Let's see if this is the right computer for that. Yeah, I think so. So plasma runoff inhibitor. Adjust the power level to 5%. Power level set to 5%. Nice. Okay. And one more computer. So let me have a read of the steps here. So we need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosure from the auxiliary module assembly. Okay. A mouthful there. I have no idea what all of that means, but anyway. Which system would you like to adjust? Is it the auxiliary module assembly? And then from there we decouple the flange pipe enclosure? Or is it the other way around? We're going to adjust... I think it's this. So we need to adjust the auxiliary module assembly. And we need to decouple Decouple from which component? Ah, okay, right. Sorry, my bad. Let's go back. We need to adjust the magnetic flange pipe enclosures. Yes, and we're performing the decoupling of that thing. And we need to decouple it from the auxiliary module assembly. Sweet. Okay, there we go. Not so bad.
Like everything is good to go. Both your end and mine. Can you go inform the captain while they're finishing the installation? Thanks.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Well, let's go and see the captain.
Wonder what it's like out
Oh, this is the
there.
reactor computer. We don't have access to that one though. I guess if we were to destroy the ship, that's probably where we would go. Maybe overload the reactors or something like that. But no, our motives are definitely not that sinister. Let's go and report back to the captain. I'm not entirely sure how she feels about this solution, considering we are opting for a compromise, but you know what, I don't think she can expect much here, considering, you know, the planet has already been populated and populated for a while. Captain.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down.
The grav drive is installed. You should be all set now.
Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done.
Cool, I was gonna suggest that they get like their comms upgraded or whatever, but you know, apparently that's not really a problem anymore. Where will you go now?
We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map from the Paradiso engineers. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds until we find one that matches the quality of Paradiso. Purima 2 here.
Well, no problem at all. Glad it worked out.
Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Alright. Antique Earth Baseball. Antique Piggy Bank. Well, a whole bunch of antique stuff. Antique Earth Soccer Ball.
As you were.
Antique Earth Basketball. Yeah, okay. Whole bunch of antique items. Antique Earth Hockey Stick. More? Okay, that's it. Let's actually take a look at some of that stuff. Alright. They're all sort of encased. Grav Drive Retrofit Manual. This manual is full of complex diagrams and instructions for how to install an antique grav drive into a variety of old ships. So, one thing that I don't oh, this looks nice. Okay. One thing that I'm not a fan of this quest line is how easy it was to actually get access to the grav drives. Especially it being an antique version of a grav drive. I thought, you know, we would have had to jump through a few more hoops to actually get there, you know, maybe recover an antique grav drive from some, you know, junk area, or, you know, maybe even have to go to Earth and source one from there. Who knows? It just seemed a little bit too easy. How do we get out of this place?
I wonder what else is out there.
Some new home we may never find. We were there. We found.
Okay, and you know, I'm secretly still hoping that at some point we'll be able to meet the ECS Constant again and its people on, you know, some world somewhere. Oh, speak with Janet. Janet? Okay. I'm not sure why we're speaking to Janet, because the activity doesn't exactly explain why we need to speak to her, but I guess we overheard something, and Janet is in need of some help. Maybe.
Sure is nice to know there are
Hello, Janet.
people out there.
Oh, I've heard about you. The visitor who helped us get into the situation we're now in, roaming the galaxy with no end in sight. Sorry, I don't mean to be ungrateful or rude. I'm just frustrated.
You don't seem very happy with your life on ECS Constant.
Is it that obvious? Breckenridge is intent on finding a home just as perfect as Paradiso, and it's clear that's never going to happen. I'd love to leave. But outside of you and the occasional passing trade ships we make contact with, there aren't any ways off this ship. And besides, Breckenridge forbids it. I've tried. She insists we stay together for the sake of the community. I'm stuck here.
So this is kind of weird, but I feel like the pacing of this particular conversation could have been done better. Because I get the feeling that what could happen as a result of completing the mission the way we did is that we may every now and then come across ECS Constant in orbit, when we arrive in orbit in other planets or other systems. So, yeah. I feel like if we boarded them a second time, this conversation right here would have made a lot more sense. Is it really so bad on this ship?
Oh my god, yes! It's all I've ever known. But I feel a deep need to get out of here. I can't explain it. Maybe it was all those movies I saw as a kid. Green meadows, beaches, lush forests, mountains. I've always wanted to experience these things. And we were so close to it, damn it! I could almost feel it. So yeah, I'm done with this place.
I wonder if I could convince Captain Breckenridge to let you leave.
It's a long shot. You've dealt with her. You know she can be stubborn. But then again, you did make her see reason before and set us on this path. Maybe you can do it again and fix this mess. Sorry, I know it may not sound like it, but I'd actually be really grateful to you if you succeed.
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to help her, considering what she's said to us, but...
These are exciting times.
Alright, we'll help her out. We'll help her out. So, let's have a chat with Diana. But if she leaves, wouldn't that encourage other colonists to leave as well? Probably not the greatest look for our captain.
Great. How many more days?
I wonder if the doctor would need any
Don't have much to spare.
help at this point.
If you are, I've never treated anyone from outside our ship. But if you need help, I'm here for you.
How's Mabuti doing now that we've solved the scarcity issues?
In theory, yes. Thanks to you. Since we are free to travel wherever we want and communicate with other ships, we aren't worried about running out of supplies. So, voluntary terminations have been put on hold for the time being. Of course, we may still run into problems with living space aboard the ship if we go too long without finding a new home.
I wonder if we can actually help them find a new home.
Take care of yourself out there.
You got it, boss. Alright, so... just trying to find the way to the command center.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort.
What did he say?
Some of the crew are not happy with your
I feel like some of these people are very, very rude.
Space for any longer.
Okay, so sometimes I feel like these people are just being ungrateful because, you know, they've got to travel a little bit more now before they get to their final destination. Let's have a chat with this guy.
Take no offense, but I am keeping an eye on you.
What's it like running security on a colony ship?
I don't have much basis for comparison. People tend to stay in line, but when they don't, I imagine it can be more challenging than out there. We only have a small brig, so in the few cases where there was widespread disorder, we needed to improvise. I'm told that has only happened once in our entire history. There was a brief revolt under Captain Brackenridge II, when he amended the rationing laws. Prisoners were confined to their quarters. After the trial, the leader of the mutiny was exiled to space. We take security threats very seriously, for obvious reasons.
Exiled into space. That's a little bit brutal. Hopefully they gave him a spacesuit. Well, anyway, what were people thinking when I boarded the ship?
We had time to prepare ourselves since we arrived in orbit around this planet. We knew there was life, and the predominant theory was that it was human life. When you approached, we needed to be careful. Both because you presented a potential threat, but also potential salvation. Plans were in place to deal with both scenarios, and luckily, cooler heads prevailed.
Did you not always take the ship's security so seriously?
It may surprise you to learn that I didn't. See, in my teenage years, I was quite rebellious. I stole a keycard and used it to get into the reactor. My shenanigans almost led to a total reactor meltdown. Normally, the punishment for such an act would be ejection from the ship. But my parents pleaded with Diana's father, the captain at the time, for leniency. He agreed. After I served time in the brig, he assigned me a job with the security team. I took the lesson to heart and have been taking my job seriously ever since.
It's great that you reformed and everything worked out.
Agreed. If not for that incident, who knows how it would have ended for me otherwise. Crew management is certainly a tricky endeavor, and it takes a skilled captain to know how to deal with difficult decisions like that. I will always be grateful for how it was handled. Be safe.
Yeah, I guess as the captain you would be judge, jury, and executioner, almost.
We've wrote that planet was not right for us anyway. No doubt the next one will be.
Why do you need to find a new home instead of just assimilating into modern society?
That's a good question, but I firmly believe that establishing our own home is what our ancestors would want for us. I think that we will assimilate to some degree, particularly when it comes to trade and exchange of ideas. However, we've fared by ourselves for so long, it would be unreasonable for our people to give up our own sovereignty in favor of a completely different society's rules and expectations. It may seem like it's about me maintaining control, but it's more about avoiding massive culture shock. We'll get there, but we'll need to ease into it so future generations can reap the benefits.
How's your crew holding up?
Understandably, some are disappointed that we gave up our home, but I think I've managed to convince them that this will be best in the long term. I have no doubt that even if it takes more time, we will manage to find something even better. And it's important to remember we're still way ahead of our original schedule. Everything will be fine.
So now what? Where will you go?
Goodness, I'm not sure yet. We'll need to study our new star map. Then, well, I suppose we'll venture forth and try to find the perfect new home for us. It may take some time, but I'm confident we'll find something. And when we do, we'll find a shuttle to take us planetside. Thanks again for your help.
Let's get sourced here and see if we can do some persuasion. Do we need to go really crazy, or maybe 12% persuasion isn't so bad? Captain?
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
My crew may not realize it now, but we will be much happier with a home of our own.
Janet wants to leave. I told her I'd talk to you about it.
I'm well aware of Janet's desire to leave. I'll tell you the same thing I told her. For the sake of our mission and community, we need to stay together. Each member of our community is valuable, especially Janet. If she left, we'd be at least a couple of weeks behind in food production while we trained someone to fill her role. But I suppose if you brought us more food staples to tide us over while that happens, we could do it. Say, a large quantity of potatoes?
Do we have 50 potatoes? Or we could persuade her. Is it really so important that she stay here?
Yes. Losing her would mean one less person to help out, and we're strained as it is. We're all in this together, have been since the very start. If she goes, then who else will want to go? We need to preserve our culture for the sake of our mission, and it's hard to do that if everyone leaves.
I don't even know if we have 50 potatoes. Maybe we do. This should ensure you have adequate food while you train someone else.
Sorry, that's not going to be enough.
Okay.
If we're really going to do this... Well, if you can bring...
Okay, right. So, we've still got the option to bring 50 potatoes.
Sorry, is this still something you want to talk about?
Alright, cool. So... 50 potatoes. How are we gonna find 50 potatoes? Is there...
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Is there a place where we can buy just general produce? I guess I should tag, like, potatoes when I see it. Alright, let's get out of here, and I'm sort of sick of dealing with these colonists and their semi-ungratefulness. I think it's time to move on to bigger and better things. We can obviously come back and deal with the potato problem later. Actually, let me undock first. And I wonder if these guys just like immediately jump once we undock. And if that's the case, how are we going to find them if we do decide to, you know, come back to do the potato mission? The potato delivery. Yeah, okay, they don't seem to be going anywhere. Maybe they just leave after we leave.
This is the Earth Colony ship Constant. What is the nature of your communication?
Seems like your communication systems are working now.
That they are. I'm still learning this new comm system, but it's telling me you're the one who helped us out with it. At least scans say that's your ship ID. Cool. Can I help you out with anything?
Are you at all worried you won't find a new home?
Between you and me, a little. Captain's been a little indecisive. Nothing seems like it's gonna be good enough for her. But I'm remaining fairly optimistic. We'll find something sooner or later. Just hoping it's more on the sooner side.
Sounds like everything's good to go. You should leave before Paradiso Group gets upset.
Oh, guess that's our cue to get ourselves together and vamos. I guess we'll see you if we see you out there. Bye.
Okay, but they don't seem to be going anywhere. That's fine. Alright, so let's take a look at our list here. So when I get myself to a kitchen, I'll try and see if I can tag potato. Is there a way I can just simply tag potatoes? I suppose maybe not. Property theft. We need to get the tranquility secret recipe. I think this is... Ah yes, this is on Paradiso. Then there's all the stuff in Neon that we can do. But I think I'm going to take a bit of a detour from doing main side quests. I think I'm going to actually do this thing here, this random base that we know of when we picked up one of those coded messages. There's apparently a secret outpost at Denebola-I-B, and we haven't been there ever, I don't think, so let's actually visit. And yeah, I think it's level 30, right? We're definitely at level 30 already, so we may as well check it out now. At the very least, the enemies should, you know, prove to be a bit of a challenge. And yeah, it's been a while since we've had, you know, space battles or ground battles for that matter as well. And I think it's about time that we get into some of that. Maybe level up some of our sneaking skill, if we can. Alright, so open the star map. Let's actually just do a quick scan here. Wow, okay, this world actually has a decent number of different like materials that we could potentially gather and harvest from. It'll be a matter of obviously finding a good place where most of it intersects. That could prove to be a bit of a challenge. But anyway, we're not here for that. We're here for the secret outpost. So let's see if we can land and find out what's going on there.
Starting landing procedure.
Explore the lair of the mantis. The mantis? I wonder if the mantis is like a group of people. Hey, before we step foot outside, I do want to just tuck a few things away here because we've got all of the antique items that we were given. And I don't exactly want to have to carry all of that. Let's drop all of that in. Miscellaneous items, yeah, so we'll tuck that away, tuck that away. This, yep, that also goes. I have no idea what we're gonna do with this engagement ring, but maybe we can just like store it. Do we even need the deputy badge anymore now that we've got a ranger badge? Oh, hang on. Where's the ranger badge? I thought we had a ranger badge somewhere. Alright. Cool. Let's just quickly check on our weight. Got 138. That's decent. Decent. It's been a while, but we've got points to spend. I think it's maybe a good idea for us to just spend some points. I'm thinking of going with additional weightlifting capacity, so that'll be good. Do 10% plus weapon damage and gain 15 damage resistance for each spacesuit and helmet equipped when you don't have a companion or any crew. Okay, that might not be bad because we have been going without companions for a while. Chance you'll find extra ammo when searching containers might not be bad. Theft. Okay, I was questioning whether or not we could pickpocket people, and I guess we have to firstly unlock this before we could do that. I don't know, guys. I'm not entirely keen on the idea of being like some like thief. So I might leave that. Deception. Ships 10% stronger will automatically surrender to piracy demands. Okay. You can force a target NPC at or below your level to stop fighting for a while. Okay. Negotiation. You now have access to bribery in speech challenges. Let's go with one more in scavenging here. And that gives us what? That's 6 in total. We should be able to get into this next layer, right? I'm not 100% sure if I really want any of these. I feel like I want to skip one, although isolation might not be too bad. Rapidly reloading. Reload ballistic weapons 30% faster. I like that. Let's do that. This might not be bad either. Boost pack fuel regeneration. Payloads, we could get more capacity, though I don't think cargo capacity has been a problem recently. Shield systems. Expend a digipick to eliminate keys that aren't required to solve the puzzle. 5 auto attempts can be banked. Might not be bad. Yeah, let's do it. May as well. Alright, there we go. So we have expended all of our skill points. It's about bloody time, if you ask me.
You've got something for me?
Do we want to maybe bring someone with us? It's been a while. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. Andrasia.
Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to an end. Are you satisfied with the results?
It's a bad scene all around. No one should be satisfied.
I suppose not. This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit than lives. He was not the first, and certainly will not be the last.
You're surprised by him?
Surprised? No. Just disappointed. Another who chose greed over all else. At least he will no longer be able to prey on others. I am unsure that death was preferable to justice. But at least the situation is over, and there is no question who was to blame.
I didn't want this, but he didn't really give me a choice.
No, he did not. A very poor decision on his part. Perhaps a lesson to be learned by others who would break the law. At least while you serve as Ranger.
Well, it'll be an honor to wear this badge.
I think less of the badge and more of the person wearing it. But you should be proud of your accomplishments. Shall we find some other adventure to occupy us now? Hello.
Well, I was going to ask you if you wanted to just head back out.
Of course. Are you ready?
Cool. And let's just check that she's got, like, equipment and stuff, because...
What is it?
The last time we had her, she didn't exactly have, stuff equipped, so... Yeah, okay, so she's got that equipped. She's got some ammo. She won't be very good at long range though, since she's only got a shotgun, but that's fine. We'll make it work. And I guess it's probably not a good idea to keep her with
the only
us
smell I shall have to deal with
if
is
we
myself.
decide to try
Not that I
and
smell bad,
do
I
some
just-
stealth.
Never mind.
5, 4, you get the hell out now. 3, 2, oh, it's on. What was that?
Okay, were they basically telling us to go in that time?
Cowards.
What? Where? One over here! Time to die! Oh!
Okay, he just, like, disappeared on me.
Once again, we are triumphant.
Okay. Let's loot. And yeah, should be good having her... A mag storm. What? We'll check that out in a moment. I wonder if it's pretty much like... similar to... what we've already got equipped in slot 3. This is a mag pulse. This one's mag storm. I mean, why not? Is it considered to be a... okay. Oh god, alright, yep. So it uses mag shot ammo, I guess, and, but fully auto. That's gonna be pretty brutal, actually. Okay, explore the lair of the Mantis. I'm not entirely sure if this group is called the Mantis or something else. Just see if we can try and take a few people out with stealth. I know there are a couple of other enemies around, right? Like, I haven't noticed.
Something may be nearby.
Can't remember if we shot another guy out here. I feel like we did, but... There we go. Alright. Let's loot this body here.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Lair of the Mantis. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to lead to some bigger quest or something like that, but it's just spacers, right? So I don't think it's going to be too much of a challenge. Hopefully we'll find some decent loot though. Gotta keep an eye out for those potatoes, guys. Now, I wonder if farming is actually a thing in this game, because we have seen some, like, outposts that looked like they were farms as well, right? Optional, learn more about the lair of the Mantis. Okay. How do we do that? Hang on. So, explore the lair of the Mantis, okay. But then there's learn more about the lair of the Mantis. I wonder if that's from, like, picking up slates and stuff, or something else. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of, I guess, spaces with things on top of them. Markers. Mantis is dead. Okay. So, are they saying that a mantis is actually maybe an alien life form or something? Very good. Lair Slate, the gold mine. This lair is a gold mine. The Mantis was loaded, the salvage top-notch, and the good stuff's gotta be further in. The payout's gonna be extreme, just got to survive until then. Traps took out Carver and Jang. Livy volunteered a couple of others from Iron Dave's crew, poor bastards. Just got to stay off Livy's radar. Okay, maybe these are some specific characters, specific, well-known spaces, perhaps. I wonder if spaces would be a faction that you could even join. Still not entirely sure what a mantis or what the mantis is. Whether or not it's some kind of alien or something else. I was thinking maybe it's the name of a ship or maybe the name of a crew.
You're doing well, Leon. Almost there. I know. Things have been difficult. The mantle of the Mantis is a heavy burden, but you can do so much good. The Spacers and Pirates need someone to fear, someone to check them, to make them realize some lines cannot be crossed. You have it in you, Leon. I know you do. Stay sharp, focused, just a little further.
Okay. Maybe it's a person then. Yeah, a lot of dead people. So, these spacers, they're trying to get to the Mantis, I assume.
When I see it with my own eyes, it is still hard to believe.
There we go. Yeah, this sea star stuff is really powerful if you want to play stealth.
So met with a lawyer and was prepared to party. Hard. The video will was emotional. Mom and I stopped talking years ago. Mom didn't look good. But it was Mom. As weird, crazy, and cryptic as ever. I'm almost surprised she remembered she even had a son. It was hard to hear. Almost touching. But then the punchline. No inheritance until I go to Mom's secret base on Denebola-I-B. And she ends not with an I love you or an I'm proud of you. No. Sic semper tyrannis. My God. Always with that stupid Latin saying. Over and over she'd say that damn thing. Thanks, Mom. Thanks oh so much.
Okay. Maybe it's some kind of weird cult. Not surprising, because it seems like cults are always a thing in Fallout and Skyrim and, you know, Elder Scrolls games. Let's unlock this thing. So, this is our new ability now. We could eliminate any keys that are not really being used. And that will cost a digipick. So, you know, if we wanted to make things easier, we could do that. And yeah, if we feel like we don't exactly need it, then, you know, it's not like we have to use it. Could be useful. Alright, this could be in a couple of different positions. That doesn't exactly make things easy for us, is it? Okay, that looks decent. But then I don't exactly have anything that goes with this one that would be able to unlock the first layer. So I'm guessing this is probably not going to be used for the first layer at all. I think I'm inclined to go with this for the first layer and maybe that. Okay, so this one has to be the last layer. We have no choice there. I think that's the only place it's gonna fit. Yep. I think that looks good for the lowest layer, and yeah, just gonna have to figure out something for this next layer. That and that. Okay, that did take a while, but let's take all of that. did we learn a little bit more about this place? Optional. Learn more about the lair of the mantis. I mean, I don't really know what counts as learning more. Okay, another dead spacer there.
Kind of power. I'm glad it is in your hands.
You know, these guys should really just give up at this point. They've lost so many people already. No chance. No chance. Okay. That shotgun shot has pretty much alerted everyone else now. Okay, well, we are fighting.
There you are.
Okay, let's try this thing. Oh man, it's like, this is basically delete all enemies button. Or a delete all enemies weapon, rather. And it seems so unfair to be carrying this around.
Thank God. Give up
okay. Okay, we're still hidden here. Let's try to keep it that way for a little bit. Lair slate, Leon's corpse. Let's take a look at that. Found Leon's body. Looks like one of the damn traps got him. Big fight over his body until I and Dave broke it up. Managed to grab his cred stick though, so bonus. Gotta wonder if the Mantis's own son got nixed. How can we do any better? I can hear some form of fighting, actually.
Show yourself, bastard! Someone out there. Oh God! I'm moving. Fire!
Hey, Andrea got burned pretty bad there. Okay, one of them is just running away. Leon Voclane, Mantis revealed. Let's take a look at that.
From going off the deep end. I guess it's possible. She never talked about where she got her fortune. And man, she could handle herself anywhere. It's a lot to take in.
Okay. That's not exactly a revelation, is it?
Time to die.
No, you.
Good.
There's a lot more enemies coming up on the map, but on the radar rather. But they are still a bit of a distance away. I just want to be a little bit careful about using too many mag shot rounds. Obviously, I do really like mag shot type weapons. They seem really powerful. That's where we came from.
These are such a gift. Though your enemies might disagree.
Alright, let's see, what do we want to use? Maybe... Let's go ahead and use the breach. Oh god. Anything worthwhile here? Bounty Hunter spacesuit. And this is better than the one that we have, so I'll take that. Still not encumbered, so that's good. Okay, we've got a robot in the mix as well.
You are not allowed in this area.
I cannot wait.
This area is off limits. You need to leave.
Definitely not so accurate, but maybe if we use this SMG. I mean, this silenced pistol seems to be like one of our best weapons so far. Ooh, okay, we've got a decent amount of ammo now for our revolver. Do like that. We might try to use some. I don't know if I really needed those toxins, but that's okay. Let me just backtrack here. I did see stuff around here. An advanced navigator space helmet. It's better than what we've got, so...
Maybe trying to take a little too much on?
I agree. Ooh, okay. Why is there an enemy up here? Love it.
There are worse things to deal with than spacers, but we should not let our go. Yes, you need... A good team always shares the load.
Okay. So, first things first, let's get rid of resources, and... Next, let's... offload... actually, before we offload, let's actually sort out our gear here, because I think it's probably better if we switch to some of the better spacesuits that we have. Ooh, okay. This one has some padding on the shoulders and stuff. That looks kind of cool, actually. Calibrated Bounty Hunter spacesuit. Okay, right. I for some reason thought it was exactly the same look as the mercenary spacesuit, but they're actually different types of spacesuits. So, yeah, let's take that. I mean, definitely looks cooler. We'll stash the mercenary spacesuit with Andrasia. I mean, using that looks sick, right? But I guess this is not so bad either. Chameleon, blend with the environment. I don't know. I think we'll go with this. The color probably doesn't match so much, but I like the shape of this helmet. Plus it gives us better stats, so... alright, so... As for weapons, I think some of the weapons that we've picked up will actually just stash with Andrasia, so...
What did you need?
Let's
to
do
see
that.
What I'm kept?
Let's go with weapons. Yeah, she can take all of these. A mag shear. This looks pretty cool. Though I think it's going to be very similar to the weapon that we've just started using. I forget the name, but... Justifier. This is what we got from, I guess, becoming a ranger? Yeah, the mag pulse. This is what we've been using so far. Yeah, she can take that. This looks pretty cool. I wonder if we should just switch this out with our pistol. Yeah, 94 versus 121. Yeah, let's do that. Drop these. Sorry, guys. I accidentally pressed the console command key. Alright, and we've got spacesuits to stash away. There we go, 161. Again, slowly eating into our carrying capacity still. I have no idea what's doing that, but anyway. Actually, I should put the pistol into a quick slot, right? So let's put that into slot 1. 56 bullets though, that's not ideal. Hopefully we'll be able to resolve that issue. Okay. Optional. Talk to Livy? Hang on, let's take a look at this. Learn more about the lair of the Mantis is still there as well. Tricky. We don't really have a lot of options for the outer layer. if we do that? Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. Oh my god. Jackpot. Okay, that looks good. Yep. Okay, I think that's the answer there. Yep. I would have been so annoyed if we had nothing in this safe as well. Berserker hard target. That's kind of cool looking rifle, to be honest. Anyway, let's take everything. And yeah, let's deal with this person, whoever this guy is. There's a lot of dead bodies around though. Leon Vauclane. The final recording.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Let's take a look. Weird, okay. Still not entirely sure what the mantis is exactly. But look, considering where we are with the episode, I think we're gonna come back and speak to this guy in the next one. There's also quite a few things, bodies, corpses, boxes, and other compartments that we haven't exactly searched yet. So we'll take a look at that as soon as we get back in the next episode as well. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, definitely leave a like, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.